Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to another episode of Soulwise with me, Semele Sherry. I'm recording this on the day I want to send it out to you. It's a bit close to the wire, but many other things have quite rightfully demanded my attention. Domestic improvements, preparing a fundraising event for War Child in Gaza, and rehearsals for a local theatre production have all vied for time alongside my work. Not least, an unexpected call on Friday came in to support a dear friend and her beloved dog Poppy, as this darling toy poodle made her transition over the Rainbow Bridge. It's hard to find words for the intense mingling of joy and grief that accompanies the death of a loved one, whether that's animal or human. As I sat giving Reiki to this blind, deaf, and deep in dementia little being, we witnessed her awake to a puppy-like awareness and wonder. She lifted her head to look around her and towards the heavens, lost in amazed joy at the divine energy and presence she could see and feel. I will share pictures of her receiving Reiki and then lying in her petal-strewn state after her heart had stopped on my website. I'll get that up as soon as I can. And those images can tell you more than I could ever share in words. It's not escaped my notice either that all of the activities I previously described to you have been concerned with loving, supportive, and creative community engagement. What a perfect way to introduce you to the new moon guidance that I'm sharing with you now. So here it is, my spiritual guidance for February and March 2026, covering the lunar month beginning with the Aquarius new moon and solar eclipse on February the 17th at 12:01 p.m. and that's in the UK where I live, continuing through to March the 18th. Every new lunar month I draw one card from the Thoth Tarot to spark intuitive insight about the key energy to navigate by during the coming 4 weeks. I then take a quick look at the astrology. This lunar month arrives with a whisper and a warning as the Seven of Swords steps forward as our guide for the next 4 weeks. It's a card that asks you not to take anything at face value, including your own thoughts. Paired with a solar eclipse at the new moon, we're entering a period of sudden revelation. Eclipses have a way of pulling the rug out from under comfortable narratives. What's hidden surfaces. What's been ignored demands attention. What you thought was solid may shift overnight. It can feel chaotic. It can feel destabilizing, but it is never random. In Aquarius, this eclipse speaks not only in personal awakening, but to the future of humanity itself. Collective structures, ideologies, technologies, and power dynamics may take unexpected turns. At first glance, what emerges may not look encouraging. It would be easy, very easy, to slip into despair or catastrophic thinking. This is where your awareness becomes crucial. Are you seeing clearly, or are fear and anxiety colouring your perception? As a spiritual seeker, you know that reality operates on many levels at once. What appears as disruption on the surface can be recalibration at a deeper level. What looks like collapse can be clearing. Trust that there is more unfolding than meets the eye. Look for the deeper meaning. Ask what new timeline is being opened. There are a number of themes I'm going to look at. The first one is engage your inner saboteur. On a personal level, the Seven of Swords turns the mirror gently but firmly towards you. Where are you deceiving yourself? Not maliciously, but subtly. Those well-worn thoughts that run beneath awareness, like, I'm not good enough, I'm not experienced enough, I don't have the energy, it's too late. You have an idea and then immediately dismantle it. You feel a spark and then talk yourself out of it. That is self-sabotage dressed up as realism. This month asks you to catch those narratives in the act. Observe them without judgment, then question them. Are they true? Or are they inherited scripts that once kept you safe, but now keep you small? Guard your energy. There's another layer here too. Be mindful of how easily your time and energy are consumed by other people's demands, dramas, and expectations. Not all influence is malicious, and sometimes it's simply unconscious, but even loving people can prefer you predictable, familiar, unchanged. If you receive a new insight, a fragile dream, or a flash of inspiration, consider keeping it close for now. Let it root quietly. Feed it with focus and intention before exposing it to external commentary. Not everything needs immediate discussion. Some things require incubation. Tune out the naysaying voices, both external and internal. Protect what is growing. Rise above the fog. This may also be a month for stepping back entirely. If confusion swirls around you, rise above it. Take the aerial view. From a higher vantage point, patterns become visible. What felt overwhelming becomes navigable. Detachment isn't coldness, it's clarity. Ask yourself, if I weren't caught in the emotional intensity of this moment, what would I see? That question alone can shift everything. Discernment without paranoia. The Seven of Swords also reminds us that hidden agendas do exist. Deception is real in the world, in politics, in relationships, and sometimes even in spiritual spaces. But discernment is not the same as suspicion. Notice how something feels in your body. Does it generate contraction or expansion? Does it evoke fear and dependency or empowerment and clarity? Trust that wisdom. Mastery in silence. Rather than reacting outwardly to every development, channel your energy inward. Quietly and steadily master what you need to master. Develop those skills. Refine that plan. Strengthen your higher mind. The Seven of Swords can advise careful strategy, not manipulation, but intelligent positioning. Move thoughtfully, act with awareness. Choose your timing, especially before sharing. You are not alone. I've lost count of the times I've said this to clients and friends in recent weeks, and also reminded myself, you are supported, even when the ground shifts, even when narratives crumble, even when your own mind feels unreliable and no one around you seems to understand you. Connect to spirit. Ground yourself in the body. Breathe through the heart. There is guidance and hope available beyond the noise of surface thought. The solar eclipse, the energy of which can influence the next 6 months or even year, may redirect you onto an unexpected path. It may not look anything like what you would have consciously chosen, but it may lead you somewhere truer. Stay alert, stay discerning, Stay sovereign in your awareness this month. And above all, trust that what is being revealed is clearing the way for something more aligned than before, for you and for the world. And let's take a look at the astrology for this lunar month. This Aquarian new moon and solar eclipse squares Uranus, amplifying dramatic change. There's a feeling that the past can no longer be patched up or carried forward in the same way. You may be asked to release it altogether and open yourself to a radically new understanding of humanity's relationship with the earth and of the individual's responsibility within the greater whole. Mercury turns retrograde on the 26th of February, when certainty may have to be seriously re-examined. Pause for a recalibration. Mars meets the Sun, Venus and Mercury in Pisces on the 2nd of March, just before the full moon and lunar eclipse in Virgo on the 3rd. Sensitivities may heighten, particularly within family or community dynamics. If tensions surface, see them as invitations rather than threats. What's revealed now can soften hardened positions and melt long-held grievances, opening the door to something more compassionate and inclusive. The necessary creative vision for this development may well become more apparent when Venus conjuncts Saturn and Neptune in Aries on the 6th of March. So that's my guidance. If Poppy's experience has inspired you, looking at that little face so lost in wonder at Reiki energy, I'm running a Reiki 2 training day on Saturday, March the 7th here in West Wales, not far from Newcastle Emlyn. You're welcome to join as a student, even if you trained to Reiki level 1 with someone else, or as a refresher of your Reiki 2 if it's been a while since you used it, and that's available for a discounted rate. So that's it for now. I'm not going to say too much more because, as I said, I'm working to the wire a bit this month and I need to get this out and up so that I can share it with you. Sending you my love and blessings. We all stand together during the next month. I think it's going to be interesting and a little bit wobbly, but that's when we need to trust. We need to center ourselves within and see the higher vision that's always there behind the human drama. Until next time, goodbye for now.